I'm so sorry for the unprofessionalism of me coming and interrupting your Q&A round. Number two, I have no clue about what you guys were talking about. Links khali word samajh mein aata hai mere ko because I'm not an SEO guy. Still, I'm over here, so I'm just thinking around how to start. So this is how I'm starting, abruptly. Because all I'm gonna talk is personal brand SEO वाले भी कैसे बना सकते हैं. Is it on? But is it audible? Right at the end.
So how many of you don't know Digital Pratik?
Let's cut that crap shit.
All yours?
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Digital Pratik, and I've been doing things in personal branding space since quite a while now, but not full time since long. I would say I started my journey as a call center guy, an online chat representative. किसी ने online call center में काम किया है? Anybody who has worked in call center? Right. Calls or chat process? Calls, chat process, anyone? Both? Now in the chat process, there is one very fantastic thing which SEO guys might be fantasized with, which is NPS. Anybody knows what is NPS? Net Promoter Score. Which is almost equivalent to for you guys in SEO, which is like, क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Quality juice, something like juice in the link juice, yeah. I swear on my parents, I don't have any clue about all these things. 2016 and 17 were the only 2 years when I did something in SEO because I'm a marketer. So yes, I wanted to know our stuff, but I'm not a practitioner of SEO. So in the call center days, 2010 to 2014, after taking a drop from college in 2010, these 4 years where I had to just make money because I come from a very humble background, no financial background, no educational background. Papa mummy kabhi English mein baat nahi kiye. So coming from that background, I had to make money. And in 2010, if you can relate, how many of you are above 30? so mean of me asking that. and ladies are also raising hand. I'm so proud of that. They were so engraved in those first initial statements that, okay, fine, yeah. Anyway, so above 30, you would be relating that 2010 was the era where in India, at least I don't know about outside India, but in India, call centers were booming. Like crazy shit. Call centers, illegal and legal both. Illegal, I have also worked in illegal for 1 month because मेरे को मालूम नहीं था कि वो illegal है. जैसे ही पता चला, and I came to know that yes, salary is going to come on 30th. I took the salary, which was in cash because it was an illegal call center. Cash liya, first date, no Digital Pratik, no Pratik C. Chudaswamy, which is my real name by the way. So I was lost from that call center. But yeah, I've done 1 month of call center job like that as well. But in the call center journey, what I learned very, very carefully while doing chat process and while also doing a call center little call job where I raised myself to customer service head, I learned that communication is the key to anything. Like right now, you guys are SEO guys or girls, you're constantly writing content. You're constantly writing something in textual format where you're trying to communicate with your audience or somebody who is trying to consume your letters. All right. How many alphabets are there in English language? I fucking hate you all. Only one. There are 26 letters in one alphabet, which is English. Ye yaad rakhna. Hope you got the sense, right? How many alphabets are there in English? Only one. I hope I'm correct. So, to that point, like it's all about communicating with all those 26 letters in English language. If you're communicating in native language, yes, bara kadi kaksha je hoye, barabar ka kha ga. The point in call center which I learned, I duplicated that in my side hustle during those 2014-15 years while I was trying to shift from that call center journey because I felt that I was saturated based on the talent upgrade, not based on the work. I always used to love my work, no matter whether it was job or as a founder right now of my own company, which is an agency, India's first NFT community-driven project as well, which is JorrParivar. So being like a founder, I feel that I'm the most hardworking employee of my company, not the boss of my company. So that transition of me from call center brought me into digital marketing jobs because in the side hustle, I was trying to do video SEO on YouTube at that point in time. Fiverr gigs went really well for me during those point in time. Landing page bridge marketing as a concept in 2014 was very fresh, very new. And I applied those concepts to crack an interview at a digital marketing job. And during that particular thing, they were like, okay, fine, where is your CV? And I'm like, no, I don't have a CV. what I have is 2 landing pages, one a landing page, one a thank you page for your company where you can generate leads. This is what exactly I have been doing. I have been a practitioner of my craft, whether it is at 0 level, whether it is at 5 level, whether it is at -5 level, because -5 se bhi 0 aa sakta hai, and that is an improvement of you as a human being. So communication helped me crack digital marketing jobs as well. And you know what? My job in the first digital marketing executive job in Ahmedabad, Echo Innovate IT, a mobile development company, was an SEO executive kind of thing. But I was not doing SEO. I was building landing pages. I was writing copy. The term copywriting has been fantasized in the past maybe 5 years now, but it was there since ages. It was there in SEO. All we are trying to do is categorizing those into terms of those 26 letters. We are saying, okay, fine, who is the best copywriter? Copywriting is the best and the most profitable skill. No, I've never done copywriting. I'm communicating. I believe we all, whether it is SEO, personal branding, anything, we all are into communication in 4 shapes and form: image, text, audio, video. As SEO people over here, how many of you have even a podcast of your own? 2, 3, all right, 3 people. Out of those 3, how many of you are posting daily podcast episodes? I'm so proud of myself. So I've been podcasting since, the reason why I'm saying podcasting for you guys is, see, whatever I'm going to speak over here for maybe 15-20 minutes, and then moving further, I'll just throw mics on you because I love raw Q&A sessions as well. The reason why I'm talking all these sense over here is I'm just trying to contextualize the audience over here, which is purely into SEO, which is more into contextual, textual format. All right. Whether you're writing a Facebook copy, you think of a copy which is hook, okay, fine, body, okay, fine, this. If you're a web developer who is doing some coding for your SEO guys, then you still think of HTML language, right? Where there is a header, footer, and the body. So we always, you guys always are into 26 letters of this one alphabet of English language. So podcasting, how it can help you in the next 5 years, how you guys can stand out while I'm talking personal branding for SEO guys is like this. If you're not posting audio versions of your textual format right now, you are missing out on opportunities, and then in 5 years, in 2027, probably you would be listening to some guy who would be talking about, okay, fine, what is podcast SEO? Because you will then be worried about how I can rank my podcast. While today, if you go on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you search digital marketing or personal branding, my podcast is ranking without doing any SEO. Without doing any SEO. It's in top 5 since past 5 years now. My podcast started in October 2017. I have been 95% consistent, I would say, with daily podcast. And right now there are 800 plus episodes of podcast. The reason why I'm building that library is not to get listeners over the night. I don't want millions of listeners over the night. I'm building a library where in 2027, this device would be a voice device. All right? This presentation won't be like a projector one where you will come and click this button. All right? The gentleman just stood and asked me, do you need that presentation? Do you have a presentation? I'm like, no, thank you so much. That was probably a 15-second of time, which we both shared, and how we can save those 15 seconds of both of us in our life out of 24 hours to make ourselves more productive is going to be something which I'm going to talk right now. That if this was a voice device, like an Amazon Alexa or a Google Home, which you might be seeing right now, and if I say, hey, all right, fine, Ahmedabad, right? Hey, Ahmedabad device, open up my presentation. All right. Hey, Ahmedabad, open up my presentation of 17th September Ahmedabad networking event. That would happen when these kind of devices will take over. Just like earlier, you used to roll the films and now you click a button to have a presentation. We evolved, right, with technology. Another way it would help in individual life, this is like in a bulk life, in a corporate life, to make things convenient for people or organizations. Now let's talk about individual lives. I'm here to talk about personal branding, so let's talk about you as a person to build your own brand, individual brands, personal brands. As SEO guys, what you should be doing is whatever you write, all right? How many of you have written today at least one post somewhere? Raise your hands. All right. Was it more than 100 words? All right? Those 100 words, if I would have written, I would have also done this. In my voice memo, hey, so today I wrote this article on what I should be doing in my personal branding keynote at Ramada, Ahmedabad. This is what I would talk, and this is what I've written. So hope this gets value. If you love this, if you are a reader and not a listener on daily basis, maybe you can just check out my LinkedIn post and follow me over there for daily posts. Now this would be a podcast without worrying about that whether you'll get listener or not. The biggest problem with you trying to create other type of content other than the text, which is image, video or audio, is that you worry that whether you'll get listener, viewer or somebody who is consuming your infographic. And if you don't get 10 downloads of your infographic, if you don't get 100 views on your video of YouTube, if you don't get 5 listeners on your podcast episode, you think that no, this is not working for you, let's stick to this. All right? That is the biggest problem. So think of 2027 that if tomorrow, anybody who wants to volunteer right now of me asking a question and answering something, like an easy one, no personal questions. Yes, sir, please. So what's your name? Vikrant, right? So Vikrant, what do you do?
I'm a content marketer.
Content marketer at or of your company? At, right? So at XYZ company, let's say. Now that XYZ company, if he takes a charge, if he upbrings that value to the company by saying that, hey, without any extra cost, what I'm going to do from today onwards is for all the textual posts which we are writing, I'll also record if he's comfortable in recording, or else he'll find somebody else as an employee of that company and provide value, bring value. One thing would definitely happen is boss will think, "Sala ye apni company hai, वैसा काम कर रहा है." He thinks that as if his company is putting in that effort without getting paid anything extra. So he's building that reputation, which will karma is a bitch, and it is a practical thing as well. So karma will pay back, right? Second thing which will happen for him, if he is recording, he'll get an experience of him as a podcaster without starting his own podcast, and he getting a bakra like a company. I always call my employees that I'm your bakra, right? You test around any strategies. I don't scold my employees whom I call gangsters because they are not employees. We all are gangsters. I call my gangsters that, hey, fine, subtitle mistakes, it's okay. Grammatical mistakes, it's okay, as long as it is my brand. Because the third post, you will make the same mistake, I'll ping you, which is what exactly I did in one of the WhatsApp messages today. All right? But if it is a client's thing, no bullshit. It has to be one dot, if it is required, one dot. No dot, dot, dot. Nope. All right? So now, he's building that reputation. He's learning that stuff without starting his own podcast. And third thing which will happen is, the company will now get a database. All right? Tell me one article which you might have worked upon in the past 7 days, sir. The title, sir.
SaaS PR guide.
SaaS PR guide, right? All right, thank you so much. Sit down, sir. SaaS PR guide. Now, if in 2027, somebody is trying to look and search for SaaS PR guide, and our lives are now ruled by voice devices, what will happen? If that company is not building a brand in SaaS PR guide or similar niche, then the consumer who wants to have tips on that in 2027 might be saying, hey Alexa, give me 5 tips around SaaS PR guide. But for the next 5 years, this company, if they are constantly providing value in the form of voice content, and it is getting in the like 6-inch gap of ours, day in and day out, we get a brand recall, guys. All right? We get a brand recall. So in 2027, that consumer, high chances, high probability is that that consumer will say, hey Alexa, give me 5 tips on SaaS PR guide from XYZ brand. And then there is no competition of SEO. You're clubbing everything. You're clubbing your efforts which you are doing right now for the future in the right pattern, because mano ya na mano, whether you believe it or not, whatever can save time of ours will always win. I didn't even, I'm so humble that you're still listening to me, and I hope it is making sense to you guys right now in the first 15 minutes. I've not introduced myself. You know why? Because I feel that is a waste of 10-15 minutes of mine and yours as well. if we all are on social media, especially when I'm a personal brand, I have to be on social media, right? My introduction is, okay, fine. Please visit digitalpratik.com/about. If you're really interested in this personal brand. Or else, let's make this 45 minutes, 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes productive as hell. Right? Time. So I'm a firm believer of saving time. Other way which you should be doing is, if you are not confident, let's go one step back for this guy who is working at a company. If he or she, all right, let's generalize, if he or she is not comfortable in pitching these kind of ideas to the company, what he or she should be doing is, open up your WhatsApp, create a group with your own self. I hope you guys know that. Pin that WhatsApp group of yours with yours on top, and daily, whatever you get idea. Let's suppose today's podcast episode of yours, which you might be writing as a LinkedIn article or a Medium article, but a voice form of content as well would be, hey, so today between 2 to 5:30 I was at this Ramada, you guys talking, and this is what we learned. And out of this, one cabbed, unprofessional guy came in and he fucked our minds like crazy because he was not talking about SEO. All right? And then everybody smiled. So the point is, my only concern over here with all the SEO guys which I have been knowing since past at least 5 years now, including a lot of my friends over here who are sitting, is that I have been saying video and audio to all these guys, and even if they are my friends, I'm telling them on their faces that they have still not done it. All right, they have still not done it. And if I'm saying since past 5 years, I started. Now I can confidently say, at that point in time I was saying, hey, just wait and watch, wait and watch. Now I'm saying, now watch. 2027, I would be like, छोड़ रहवा दे, तू करवानो नहीं, तू करवानी नहीं. You know, leave it. Another thing which I wanted to point over here is, how many of you are writing Medium articles? All right, maybe 5%. For the rest, please pay close attention if you're not writing Medium articles. And for the remaining 5% who are writing, I don't know if you're writing in this form or with this interest or not. Most of the times you might be writing Medium article is obviously for the backlinks or, you know, all those juices, mango, apple, whatever the link juices are. But I don't know why I'm saying that. This was the first ever time I'm addressing 100% crowd, which is like SEO kind of guys. I have never given a keynote in front of SEO guys, so I was thinking around what I would say, and I was so lucky that I was late. And I heard that conversation where, he was asking question, she was answering, and there was a term links. And I'm like, yes. This is the point where I can start my conversation now. And this is what I've been doing in all my keynotes without PPTs. Like I pick up some words from my previous speaker or some random person, and then I'll start. Medium articles. Why I want Medium articles for you guys, everyone with selfish and like normal business interests, is once again the documentation. How it will help is, I have hired one person in my gang, right? And she has been working now on copying and pasting all my LinkedIn posts, all my Instagram captions. And when I'm saying copying and pasting, every LinkedIn post, every Instagram caption, anything which is being posted as a caption or comment or anything or DM replies which you might get is just me. I've not hired any person to handle my account. I'm still to this date handling my own accounts. Company account, yes, I have team now, so they handle. So whatever I have wrote, it's my own authentic thoughts. All right, they are very authentic to me. I don't require any skyscraper methods. I don't go to somebody else's article or BuzzSumo or this and that. Answerthepublic.com. Never done keyword research. I swear on my parents, I have not opened up a keyword research tool in past 2 years now. All right, but that is the reason probably I don't need a PPT right now, because I'm speaking experience. Medium articles, what my instructions are to that gangster is, copy and paste everything which is being posted on day-to-day basis for my social media as articles. All right, example, if there is an Instagram reel, let's say, Instagram reel would be edited with a title. That title would become the Medium article title. The caption which I might write would become a long form of article. Plus, I have trained her for the past at least 1.5 years now in textual format, because I was training her to write my premium newsletters in 2021. I was getting on Zoom calls with her every single night, 9 to 9:30 p.m. And then she was asking me question what I had done in today, like day-to-day life, business, clients, personal life, whatever it was. And I was just speaking for 30 minutes, and her job was to put it on a newsletter. She got trained with authentic thoughts without using any other third-party tool. Now what will happen is, she has got trained, so she is faster now, and we are getting 5 to 7 articles per day. This library of textual format on Medium is going to help us in this way again in 5 years down the line, that there would be some IT person who would approach me, or I would approach a company, an IT company, and say that, hey, please build an algorithm, please build a search engine for Digital Pratik, where if somebody comes and types, what was Digital Pratik speaking in 2022 on 16th September or 17th September in Ramada, hit enter, bang. Alright? So basically I'm trying to document that entire thing, and this would help again in this voice device. Because what is happening right now when you do this mobile search, how many of you have ever done this kind of search on Google, like tell me the best cafe near me or best restaurants near me? Like, this is something which we normally do. Now what is happening over there, when you're saying best restaurant near me, that's a keyword, right? That keyword is being fetched in the textual format only. The difference between you guys telling keyword stuffing and keyword placement jo hota hai. So if you properly place your keywords in the textual format of your articles, this would help the voice devices as well. That when somebody would say that, hey, I want 3 tips from this orthodontist to make sure that I have a good Invisalign price, I'm sure 90% of you might have not got anything which I have spoken right now. Because orthodontists are all about braces and Invisaligns for your teeth. Alright? So the doctors for that are known as orthodontists basically. And I have one of my clients, so I know everything. On top of that, yes, we want to look good as well. So when I think of an orthodontist, if that orthodontist is building a brand with his or her textual content, and in 2028, let's suppose, if my kid might have some problem, gum problem or braces problem, I won't go anywhere else. I might be literally going from airport, I would be packing my bags. My wife would say, by the way, I'm single right now, I'm talking about 2028, okay? So I'm definitely getting married. And definitely having kids. So while I'm packing bags, alright, and all of a sudden, my wife shouts, yaar tamne khabar nathi padti, aa chokra ne aવું થયું છે. And I'm like, yes dude, chill mar. Hey Alexa, what is the number 1 tip, blah blah blah. Or, who is the best orthodontist, blah blah blah. And I'm still packing. Again, the time concept. Right now, it is still happening in practical world like this. And very few people are using. That's the reason why you might think that ये बहुत दूर की बात है. But I'm telling you, it might come any point in time, which is like booking an Uber or Ola. Alright? If you have an Alexa device in your home, that Alexa device can get integrated with Ola, Uber, Amazon. And you can literally say, hey, Amazon, get me a tomato ketchup. And it will deliver. How easy it was versus you trying to go, मम्मी यार कंटाळो આવે છે चल જઈ આવું છું, and then नीचे करिया किराना वाले की दुकान पे जाना and all those things, you know, time. How many of you are gonna दिल से बोलना, झूठ मत बोलना, lying is devil. Please tell me truth that how many of you are gonna write Medium articles for your selfish interest like this? Raise your hand please. In the next 5 years, not today. Alright? Because I'm telling you, this will help you in so many different shapes and form. The reason why I took an example, it was a brilliant example that he stood up, Vikrant, right? Yeah. Vikrant stood up and Vikrant is working at an XYZ company. That was a fantastic scenario because if he would have said that I run a company, then those 2 points, initial points, would have not talked about or discussed about. Over here, you're talking about you getting a good impression as an employee to a company, a boss, without worrying about, chalo yahan appraisal ki baat karenge. In my gang, I hired my first gangster in May 2019. Till May, I mean, these guys know, like I used to do video editing. I still do it. Like I know all this stuff which I'm speaking right now. So when I used to do video editing and all these things, I never had anybody. I was doing a full-time job of 8 years. So that story of me call center, digital marketing jobs, raised myself to a product manager of a company, right? So I've seen all those days of highs and lows. And again, in 2017, when I was into financial crisis due to personal reasons, I had to take job again because I took 6 months drop to check myself whether I can do full-time freelancing or not. So a very important lesson for all of you, I guess by looking at you guys, like 70% of the crowd is people who are working at somebody else's company, right? If you're thinking of you building an SEO agency of your own or a voice development agency of your own by all these concepts and all, please make sure you have this mindset that whenever you will think of that, if it is for your first ever time and attempt, please make sure you have a mindset that if it goes sideways, you'll have that humility to take a job again. Because I'm telling you, that decision of you taking that will make you stronger like crazy. I've lived that. Leaving you with very, very open thing over here, like voice devices, Alexa, like, Medium articles, building a bank, you building your own personal branding, doing all these things, talking to your companies in a nice way, and negotiating as well while Himani was saying all those things. The point which you can tell is, while negotiating, how about you saying that, hey, we'll write 5 articles for free here. Chal. All you do is come on Zoom calls with me for 15 minutes. Now it would become easier for you. You don't have to go to tools. You just have to transcribe, download Descript, download otter.io, any tool. It will transcribe the entire video. It becomes a piece of cake for you. All right. So with that being said, this is your host and host, the Digital Pratik. I want to say a lot, but I'll conclude with this saying that if you just believe in yourself, no matter what, hurdles will come up and down in your life, in your personal life, business life, no matter what. I've seen both these phases. I'm still seeing, I'm 33 right now, and I have been through all this journey. And being a Kathiawadi Rajput guy, single at 33, you guys know how difficult the situations are. All right? Thank you so much. With that love, thank you. Thank you. Do we have time for Q&A? Okay.
How can you do SEO for NFT?
My simple answer is no. The simple answer is be on the bus early so that you don't have to find the seats. You don't have to put your rumal. Yeah, any questions, please?
So I'm also a big believer of writing content every day or producing something every day. But my problem is also a lot of people's problem is that you don't get awesome ideas or awesome things to post every day. So I always feel that when I start writing something and after I draft, let's say, first 100 words on Twitter or maybe on LinkedIn, I then realize that no, this is not a very good post. I should not post it because it doesn't add any value. It's still the same sort of content which somebody else posted yesterday. So I just go back and delete it and done. So that's a roadblock for me, practically speaking. I mean, I talk to a lot of people who do post every day. They say that don't worry about anything, just go and write it. If it doesn't add value, but still I have not overcome that part. So, like, what's your note on that?
The same note which I told you in December 2019 with you and Amit Panchal, and I took a LinkedIn post and I literally was down looking over here because I was tweeting this selfie. Alright. The context to everyone when I said December 2019 and all, and I'll then give a little bit of detailed answers. Thank you so much for the question. December 2019, we were at SEMrush in Bangalore, and he was there, Amit Panchal was there. This was the exact same sort of question which was being asked to me, and like we met for the first ever time at that point in time. Amit was already knowing me, Amit Panchal. And Amit also started asking the same question. I'm like, fuck it. Now I'm going to do it. So I literally took a selfie, just like I did right now. And I was literally typing a LinkedIn post. And that's an IGTV. At that point in time, IGTV were working. There were no reels. And that is an IGTV episode still to this date. Because whenever I roam, I have my cameras on. So I have my mics on. It is all documented for me. Right? So the point which I'm trying to over here tell is, there are two kind of people which I've seen. One who are probably like me, who are very raw, who won't require PPTs. Because if we have PPTs, we are gone. Trust me, I'll fumble. I'll start fumbling. Because I have to restrict myself within those 26 letters into some kind of words. And over here, I'm like, Kulla sand. You know? So, but I'll still try to choose my words consciously because of the practice. Because of the self-awareness. This is a very not to the point answer, but this only works. Trust me. That point in time I didn't tell. So right now, I just close my eyes and I do that still to this date every day. Alright? Whenever I get time, I close my eyes and I'll randomly push myself to, let's suppose, 5th standard. Or let's say, no, 9th standard. And if I get a memory of 9th standard, what I was doing? Okay, fine. I was dancing on Ikpal Ka Jeena. Alright? And I open my eyes. And then I asked myself a question, why I was doing that? Just to get more awareness about my strengths. That this activity right now, 5 seconds, helped me to discover, okay, fine, even I was dancing at that point in time because I didn't have, or I had a little bit less stage fear versus a lot of other people. Today, I don't have any stage fear. You put me on stage, I'll speak like this. People have to tell me the timer then. I love you. So the point is, it's a self-awareness activity which I have been doing. And the question which you asked is something which boils down to two things. One is, you are not that kind of person, so you subconsciously think whether this would be valuable to the consumer or not, which is perfect. And second, subconsciously we also judge ourselves, whether this would be good or not, because we have never been like that. The second part I'll talk about, go to 2013, 2014 videos of mine. And you will literally see me, there was no Digital Pratik. My full name is Pratik Singh Chodasama. That was the channel. It is still there if you go to those videos. And you will see I'm saying literally like this. Hey guys, so hope you are having success in your life. Hope you are having paradigm shift. My life was not fucking figured and I was talking about paradigm shift. Right? We have all gone through that phase. The only thing which I never did very, very consciously because of the people whom I was listening to is Vishen Lakhiani from Mind Valley, whom I am consuming since 2012. God's grace, now he's on my WhatsApp as a friend. It's a great win for me. Right? I've been listening to Gary Vaynerchuk since 2015. I've been listening to so many other people, Vix Risers in 2011-12. So Bob Proctor. So my life has been like this, that okay fine, you don't fix a mentor because you cannot have one mentor in your life. Your life changes based on your practical scenarios. कल शादी होगी अलग ही scenario होगा, बच्चे होंगे अलग ही scenario होता है. I am saying all these things without any experience because I am seeing a lot of people. All right?
We are ready to be a mentor.
I love you too. So the first thing I have never done, why? Because वो मैंने करने का मौका ही नहीं दिया. I've never gone from this second point to first because in between I tell, okay fine, Bob Proctor का वीडियो किधर है? You know, Vishen Lakhiani's video. Vishen Lakhiani's 2013 or 12 video where he was debut speaker. He for the first ever time spoke. The topic was happiness is the new productivity. I still remember him talking. I loved his body language. So I subconsciously, for my own selfish sense, think that I'm a club of, when it comes to public speaking, I feel that I'm a club of Vishen Lakhiani and Gary Vaynerchuk. Both mixed in me. Why? Because I've been consuming so much. And it happens with everyone. So I have never gone through that first phase. That first phase is your own mental block. You'll have to work upon it. The second is, we all have gone through that. So just remember, if out of 100 posts, I have this theory of winning on 33 over 100. I execute on 100 so much. So basically I'll post 100 unique piece of content, which I will feel that this might be valuable to the audience, and then let them decide whether it was valuable for me or not, right? And I'm sure 33 would be great post for them. What majority of the people are trying to do is, they're trying to figure the 33 perfect posts. That's where they're not able to win on even 9. While it's easy for me on 33 now. Why? Because I'm busy with 100. Try this. 30 days. Give yourself 30 days, and it starts with today's Medium article or anything which you're comfortable with. It can be, I tell this to all the collegians as well, college kids. You don't have to start a YouTube channel. Record yourself, put it on your phone, keep it on your phone as an album. Alright? 30 days later, reflect what you're doing on the first day. The reason why I'm so proud about saying me that 2013-14 I was talking shit is because I recorded and posted. Right? So, not everybody would be like me. Lot of people want PPT, lot of people are silent, but still we love them, right? Just like in Bollywood, Akshay Kumar does 4 films a year. He's still successful. Amir Khan, 4 साल में एक बार आता है. Still his movie would do well. Present scenario nahi. You know? So, but we see them as both successful actors in the past almost 20 years now. So that's the difference. Self-awareness, I keep on doing every single day.
Thank you.
Alright? Alright, thank you so much guys. I don't think so we have time. He'll kill me because he's silently telling me that Babu one. Alright, thank you so much. Thank you. I'll be around. Thank you.
Thanks, Pratik.